Talk to us about the logic behind this move.
The pleasure is all mine. So the logic is kind of a compromise that the government is doing with lenders and also within the coalition. The main message and decision that we need to keep in mind is that the government is still planning to get the same amount of money from the levy, so around 3 billion euros. So banks will be allowed to opt out if they put aside sufficient capital reserves, but the requirement is so high that we might expect only a few banks to do so, meaning that they will prefer to pay the tax itself.
Does this mean, from a market's perspective, there seems to be this thinking that this is going to somehow create the extra demand for BTPs, pull down the borrowing costs, and ultimately let Giorgia Meloni's government borrow at a smaller rate. Is that good news for the budget, or is this good news for Italian banks? Who benefits here?
So for sure, the budget is going to benefit from the tax. The state will have more money from the tax. But we need to keep in mind that this is going to be diluted over time. Banks will only pay in coming months. So in the meantime, the government will find different ways to finance its budget. At the same time, I also think that banks will live with it. They have factored the fact that they will have to pay this tax in. They will set aside more reserves. So the compromise is very political, and the news has been absorbed by the markets and by lenders.